All right, all right, all right. Settle down. 5 fragrance recommendations for December. And it is that time of year. And it's the best time of year if you're a frag head, because this is when we pull out all our heavy hitters, our beast mode, our holidays. Oh, look at that. There he is. Bye, Mr. Bus Driver. I'm not allowed to say his name. But there he is. There he is. It is cold. It's about 0. That's what, 30 and for you Americans. But yeah, it's cold, and I've been saving all my beast mode, my heavy hitters, or whatever you guys call them, for this time of year. I mean, hell, even I like them for this time of year. So we're gonna do 5, and I haven't picked them out yet, but you're gonna give me a hand. And I'm gonna have to take one Frederic Malle, and I think Frederic Malle's kind of lacking in that. You know, I would pick Monsieur, but I think I did Monsieur like a couple months back, and I think they're kind of missing in that Oriental department. I mean, oh, that's a good one. Dries. I reviewed that last year. Outrageous lipstick. So I'm looking for something heavy. I know what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm looking for. War Piece. This will probably be my Christmas Day scent. There you are. There you are. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, there's one. So we're going to do 5. And I think I'm going to take a Le Labo. And I know exactly what I'm looking for here as well. And there you are. There she is. All right, there's 2. I'm not going to grab a Chanel because I don't, outside of Corey Mandel, I feel like they're lacking. They're also lacking that really heavy Oriental, and I think that's where Le Lion is going to come in place, is for that really heavy, sweet fragrance. Let's do this. Let's do this guy here. The Cartier's got some really nice ones for the cold. Let's go over here. Okay. Here's a good spot. Let's start here. And I know what I'm looking for here. I just don't know where he is. And this list, there's not going to be any florals on here. This is going to be for you dudes that... There she is. For you dudes that how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's set up here. We've got, oh, you just saw my undies. By the way, I always do these videos in the undies, in the flesh. So for you dudes that associate with the macho man, being a tough guy, this is a list for you. There's no florals in this list. I like florals, but they don't really work in this cold weather. I don't like fresh florals in the wintertime. I don't mind them in the warmer weather. I think they're actually really nice. Here's my scent of the day. Voice of the Snake. And I'm all over this Gucci exclusive collection. You're going to hear me talking about this quite a bit going forward, and I'm not going to give up. The more I seem to be sampling them, the more I love them. And this is oud based. It's a really strange but good oud. Very dry, herbal, not quite medicinal, but very spicy, dry, spicy. smoky. They're all really, God, this whole line is really fabulous. Very, very smoky. Okay, let's start. I should have got some test strips. Fark. Let me get some test strips. Come with. We got all day, we got all night. We'll make this the Rich Mitch highlight video, the highlight reel. All right, here we go. We got some test strips. Test strips, test. All right, so number one, and this is a L'Artisan Mon Numero 10. And I really like this. I think this is one of the more unique fragrances that I've come across. Oh, it's like smoked Coca-Cola. Really strange. And it's it's strange, but it's very wearable. It's got this sparkling effect to it. And it's resinous, it's woody, and it has a ton of incense. And I remember loving this when I got to, when I became familiar with the L'Artisans. I think this was one of my favorite from the unique department. It's a little bit furry. There must be some cottony musks in here. Almost leathery. But such a bizarre scent. It smells like fizzy Coca-Cola, and it's smoky and incensey. Quite dry, and I believe there's some resins in here too. Mon Numero 10. I gotta start wearing some of these L'Artisans. They're great. And this is a really good one. Okay. Mon Numero 10. I don't even know where to go next. All right, let's do Le Labo. And I've got here Patchouli 24. And I have to say, and I'm going to say, Le Labo is, I don't know how to say this. As far as incense goes, they are fantastic at it. I'm going to say probably better than Amouage in my experiences. I know, don't hurt me. You know, comparing the Le Labos that I have that are incense based, they're fantastic. I know, you know, we all kind of like to take the low blows at Le Labo, but especially in the exclusive or the city exclusives, they're really, really well done. And it's not incense, it's deep, dark, smoky church frankincense is what I'm finding. Quite different than incense. Incense to me is more, it's not as smoky, it's more citrusy, it's not as dark. You know, incense pops up a lot more often than the dark, smoky frankincense, but I think Le Labo has really done a fantastic job using that frankincense note, and I get quite a bit of it in Patchouli 24. It's funny reading the reviews or the comments on Patchouli 24. You know, it's that Le Labo is known for their fragrances not smelling like the namesake. So people saying, oh yeah, there's no patchouli in Patchouli 24. Oh yeah, there is. There's a lot of patchouli, and it's that camphorous, smoky, almost like barbecue chicken patchouli. There's got to be some cade in here as well. It's like a nice mixture of patchouli and cade. But more than that, this turns to a leather-based perfume on me, very birch tarry. It's smoky to, you know, to the high heavens, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Smoke, patchouli, you know, very fire. It's camphorous, like a campfire, and birch tar, very resinous and rough, almost like a beaten-in leather coat, leather jacket that's been hanging out by smoky campfires outdoors. Really gorgeous. Doesn't turn sweet on me. I know a lot of people saying it turns sweet on them with that vanilla in the base. I've never really gotten a moment where I said, ugh, this is too sweet on me. I don't like sweet, and I don't find it here either. But this is fantastic for the cold. Absolutely fantastic. All right, I got 3 great ones here. I'm gonna go Leather Oud. Let's go Leather Oud. And I love this as well for the winter time. And I save this for this type of weather. And this is, again, another very smoky perfume, very camphorous, just like being outside by a campfire, like standing right over the campfire. It's like burning wood, burning campfire, burning leather, slightly pissy, musky, dirty. But to me, the leather in here is absolutely beautiful. It's very balsamic, very balmy, buttery. And it reminds me of like if you took a piece of fine leather and started frying it up in the frying pan, just like dripping in butter, but being in the other room and smelling it just kind of waft over. It's like this really nice buttery leather. Absolutely gorgeous. Smoky in the opening, pissy in the heart, buttery leather in the base. Like for a man, a macho man. This is what this is, a macho man. I'd love to smell it on a woman, but absolutely gorgeous. These are all very smoky perfumes that I've chosen. And they're very suiting for this time of year in Canada. I'm very fortunate to live in a cold weather country where I can wear these heavy beasts. All right, so next is the Moon. And I've talked about this forever and ever. I haven't worn this in forever. It's probably been a year. A Skanky Rose Oud. And this gets a lot of attention when I wear it out. So right away I get that smoky raspberry, the hashisha. Shisha. Again, leathery, smoky, spicy, sweet. This is sweet. But a nice sweet. It's like a nice smoky sweet. No sugar. It's like a smoky, fruity sweetness. Really dark, leathery, tarry, spicy. There's cumin in here, like smoked cumin. I'm not sensing the rose right now, but I can get the leather, absolutely. And this is, you know, extremely loud. This is a freight train coming through the family room here. Really loud. Huge attention getter. You know, wherever I wear this, I get followed, I get chased down, I get asked what I'm wearing. People seem to love it. It gets a little bit dirty on me, but nobody's really noticed or seemed to mind. You know, I get a lot of just a lot of questions and comments, and you know, people want to know what I'm wearing, and I can understand why. It's a very loud fragrance. It's got a lot of aroma chemicals to it, but they're handled carefully, respectfully. Yeah. I mean, if you can handle that thing, it doesn't smell overly synthetic, but you can sense the use of the aroma chemicals. All right, last but not least, and I'm obsessed, and you're gonna hear a whole lot about this. Hortus Sanitatis. This is insanely good. And it's so strange. The whole line, it's, you know, getting to know the whole Gucci exclusive line. They're all very cohesive. They all work together. These are, I feel like these have been made to layer together. Not that I would ever layer them. That's not my thing, but I feel like they have some kind of central unity where they can fit together almost like Lego blocks. Very dry, smoky, herbal qualities. And this one takes the cake. This is one of the more interesting things that I've smelled in forever. And it smells very different on skin than it does on paper. So on paper or up in the air. And you see that sprayer? It's very pressurized. Check this out. I haven't seen this in a long time. That's so cool. I feel like it's better than the Dior atomizers. Whoa. It's so smoky and so dry and gritty and sandy and herbal. Oh, Jesus. Herbal, like ground. I'm smelling the ground, the earth, the soil, roots. And then it's mentholated. On the card, I'm smelling menthol. I'm smelling ointment. I'm smelling Band-Aids. And then on skin, it gets a little bit fishy. And, you know, when I'm wearing it, I think of just taking like Vicks Vapor Rub and rubbing that over a dry fish. If that makes any sense. Well, yeah, it does make sense, but I mean, it sounds vile, but somehow it works. There are some fishy qualities to this. Green, like ointment, almost like you're treating a wound and you put ointment cream on it, antiseptic cream, like a Vicks Vapor Rub or that A535 for sore muscles. Very strange. And then it dries down to this really spicy, woody oriental. It's got leather in it, cedar, kind of like a sauna, cedar from the sauna. It's just, you know, it's a very complex fragrance, and it just keeps turning over and over and over. It doesn't stay still for a single moment. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And I think there's some oud in the dry down, you know, it gets extremely smoky. I'm like, is this oud? Like, what is going on here? I'm just not comfortable with, you know, Alberto Marias throwing this kind of stuff at us when I'm not expecting it from him, but it works. You know, the whole line kind of fits together so strangely and bizarrely. All the woody ones are just so similar, and then all the florals are similar in their own right. You know, all the florals are very sweet. I mean, creamy and warm. The woody ones are just dry and resinous and herbal. So bizarre. I don't know, but I really like where they're going with this. I'm obsessed. I won't lie, but there you go. 5 fragrances for December, for Christmas, for Boxing Day. So for Christmas Eve, I'll probably be wearing the Night. It's not very often I get to enjoy the Night, so I'll save it for a special occasion. Christmas, maybe I'll wear Noir Peace. And that, you know, I'll probably wear the Night more a couple times around Christmas. But let us know what you're wearing. Love hearing your comments, especially if you're in the cold weather climate. Let me know what you're wearing. But anyway, if you need to be reminded, you are loved, you are worthy, you are perfect just the way you are, even if you spend all your money on perfume. And I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. Guys, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.